Hey guys, Snupy here. So you guys might have seen the changes that just came in. A lot of tunings and some tunings that don't look too good for us feral druids. At least not on the surface. So right now in this video, I'm going to break it down, what is changing, and also put it in the context of the other changes coming in 10.0.5 for feral druids. Because there's a lot of positive stuff, also some negatives. And yeah, just kind of trying to get a realistic picture of how it's going to be like. And how big the hit is. Because we are getting nerfed a decent amount. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Okay, so start off with the new changes that just came in, and also the most impactful ones. And that is the nerf to Rip and Rake by 18% in PP combat. And then also the bite nerf from 20% reduced to 25% reduced. So that's not that much big of a deal. But yeah, the Rip and Rake is quite significant, I'd say. So one thing I just want to say before too is to clarify kind of what the problem is and how it's being addressed. So no one was complaining about feral druid in single target, right? The issue was in cleave. And I think kind of where these changes go wrong is nerfing the single target as well, and not just only the cleave. For example, by nerfing Rip and Rake flat out, you nerf it also when you go in one target. What they should have done, in my opinion, is nerf Primal Wrath Rip. I get that it's the same spell ID, but I mean, they could just separate the spell ID, have two different ones from Rip applied from Primal and normal Rip, and then have the one that's applied from Primal be nerfed, because that was the issue. So it's quite disappointing to see that they're nerfing feral druid single target kind of in the crossfire of fixing the issue that people had, which was with the cleave. So that's kind of what I have to say about that. I think overall we're gonna be fine. Kind of get that out first. Like, some people will, you know, what's the word, catastrophize and say like that feral is going to be trash, unviable, F tier. I think it's still looking to be very, very good, especially as we get into the other changes coming in next patch as well. But it's definitely not a good thing for us that we're getting nerfed by fairly significant amounts. So yeah, that's my thoughts on these. The bite nerf as well is a big question mark with. I get maybe they want to like tune it down from Apex, but yeah. But this is like not very significant amount, and bites are getting buffed with some other changes coming up in 10.05, which I'm gonna get into soon now. And then we also have some other stuff here. Again, the single target was not really an issue, but the nerfing Feral Frenzy by 10%, it wasn't really doing much already. Like, it was a very, very, very small part of her damage. So reducing it's not going to have much impact, I think. But of course, it doesn't feel good. 10% on Frenzy. And then also Frenzy to regen also being nerfed a little bit as well. I think Feral Healing it's not very crazy right now. So that one as well is a bit weird. And I do kind of question why that one, why that's nerfed. I've had like regens, you know, that I'm behind a pillar regen and my HP goes down from like 2 dots. So yeah, again, it's not going to be like super impactful. It wasn't healing that much, and it's not going to be healing that much in next patch either. So yeah, those are the first changes that we have here, right? But I think what's very important to do is to kind of see these in context with the other things coming in 10.0.5 for Feral Druid, right? And that's where we get to this right here. And here we get to like some pretty good stuff, I'd say. I've made videos on this in the past as well, and kind of covering why I think these changes are really good coming in next patch. But let's get right into it. So they have like moved some talents around. Probably the most notable is that Lunar Inspiration has gotten buffed to 125% of its current value, which you see right here. So Lunar Inspiration is probably going to be like a bit more of a tempting pick now. And also Sudden Ambush and Taste of Blood have been reduced to 1-point node instead of 2-point nodes, which makes them also way more viable options. And especially in like a single target build, I think Taste of Blood and Sudden Ambush Lunar is going to be great to go. And might honestly be a build that's a lot more tempting to go now, because yeah, the cleave, I think cleave will still be good actually though, but yeah, I'm gonna get into that more soon. But yeah, so we also got a buff on tear open wounds, so the instant application on the cleave, which will be quite nice as well. Not a huge damage increase, but you know, it's something. And then again, yeah, taste of blood buffing bites, because it's actually getting buffed up quite a bit compared to what it is right now. You see right here, it's 2% per bleed, and that's, you know, 4% if you have two points into it. Now it's going to be 1 point into it, and that's 5% per bleed, so way better than it was right now. Also, Relentless Predator is getting buffed from 20% to 40% as well. And then we have Rip and Tear being buffed from 12 up to 15. And Rake was getting nerfed from 30 to 25, but they are not doing that. But of course, you got to keep in mind, it is getting nerfed here, though. And then Rip was already getting nerfed by 5% from the talent that is called Dreadful Bleeding from 20 to 15. So yeah, basically it's a bit of a mixed bag we're getting here. A lot of changes that has to kind of be seen together, and it's kind of hard to really predict exactly how it's going to play out. But I just want to add that I think Feral Cleave being nerfed, I think, was probably a good thing. Some tuning there. But I think the way they're tuning it and punishing single target at the same time is very, very questionable. But yeah, overall, I think Feral is looking really good for 10.0.5. And I'm very hyped to play it as well, especially with like Lunar. Because, you know, they were making Lunar on a choice node with Frenzy, but they went away from that, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, overall, kind of sucks that we're getting nerfed by a decent amount. But I don't think it's the end of the world, and Feral's still going to be very, very good, I think. But time will tell, because one thing to keep in mind is that a spec's viability doesn't only depend on how strong that spec is. It depends on how it fits into a meta. And we don't really know how it's going to pan out. Might be, you know, maybe at the same level as now. Might be quite a bit worse. Might still be great. Hard to say, but time will tell. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next stream or the next video. Take care.